Hello everybody, my name is Kyle, and on today's episode of Helluva UX, we're going to be investigating Happy Egg by ThinkBox from Canada. The first thing I noticed right away when I hit this website is just how quickly they set the mood. And obviously the mood is happy, but look at that, little things popping up, little hearts. The squiggly line is so playful, the custom egg icon here for the map locations. Everything from like the pop-outs or the fly-out menus to the subtle little animations that they have just very quickly set the scene. Lots of smiling faces in the video here. Tells you that this is a happy place for happy people. As we scroll through the site, we start seeing more of those playful animated wavy lines. We have awesome little call to action cards here that swoosh down as the images slide in and everything's kind of wiggly and squiggly. It's very fun to play with. They have some amazing little micro interactions and animations where you hold to open these boxes. It gives something for the user to engage with and play with, and it's overall done really well. One critique I do have is that I don't think that this white on this yellow is accessible. I find it a little bit hard to read, so generally whenever you find something hard to read and if you have good eyesight, then it's most likely not going to be accessible as we can continue to scroll. Generally, I'm not a big fan of things that are just kind of thrown around, so like these images just kind of like slapped around on some smaller screens. It seems a little weird. I was always wondering why this GIF was here. Now that it's expanded out a bit more on a full desktop, I'm seeing that that's just kind of like the design is all these images kind of surround this box here and this little animation. So definitely makes sense now, but it was a little weird and seems a little out of place on some of the smaller devices like an iPad or on mobile. Overall, I think this website has a great feel to it. They very clearly want everything to feel playful and happy. There's lots of great little animations and micro interactions. Overall, this is a really engaging and really fun site. This is something I pull up actually on day-to-day when in meetings with clients and we want to talk about how much interaction and engagement and how we want to set the tone. And this is a good example of why you want to quickly set the tone to your website or your product and then maintain that tone throughout the rest of it. I really like some of the internal pages, such as the mission page, where they're maintaining the same kind of video header and squiggly line. Then as you dive down, they have plenty of white space in between things. I see so many people afraid to add white space. They slam everything together real tight, and it's nice to let the content breathe, give it some space to kind of shine on its own. I also enjoyed how as you scroll through, the kind of sections aren't necessarily hard lines. They're just these waves, and content gets really close to the edges. Some content kind of like flows into the next section and on those different colors. It's very pleasing to look at. It's very wavy. It helps you flow through the entire content versus chunking like these big just sections of content, and the user's kind of like jumping from one section to the next section, like as if they're a machine. It flows very well, and it's very pleasant to look at. Overall, I'm super impressed with this website. I found it very fun to look at, very fun to play with. And as I said, I go back to it often to kind of refresh. What is it like to set the tone so quickly, then maintain that tone? And I don't know, just playing around on the site, even though I'm not going to purchase any of their products or any of their eggs, it just makes me happy to be here. Whether you're here for the feel good of the like organic free range eggs, or you're like me, you're just a nerd who likes to play with fun little things. It's, I think, a great website, and it's something I, like I said, refer back to almost on a daily basis when talking with clients about how to set the mood for things, how to build an engaging website to help push your brand and help push your product. A lot of this kind of stems from you have to know what your brand and what your product is. Obviously, the product is eggs, and their branding is kind of like, or at least their messaging is this, the happy part of the happy egg. And they push that really hard and they push it really well. So that's the hard part sometimes, is helping people figure out and helping clients figure out what is their branding, what is the message, what is the feeling that you want them to hit when they first get the website. But as soon as you can figure that out and they're happy with it, you're happy with it, and you can actually design upon that and build upon that, you can build some really awesome products.